Hi, in this video, we're going to take a look at continuous integration with Jenkins for networking devices, of course. So by now you saw how we could change a previously task that needs human interactions into a script or framework using Ansible to eliminate that human interaction. And by doing that, we could easily integrate it with other tool chains that's already existing for developers and for system engineers, such as Jenkins. So let's look at the demonstration for Jenkins. And as you see on the screen, I have installed a bare Jenkins installation on my Ubuntu machine. But if you use Jenkins in your production environment, it's a complete open source production ready tool. If you use it in production, it's going to be much more complicated. What you see right here, it's going to have some kind of trigger, such as using GitHub plugins to look at GitHub repository changes, and if there's any change, you have a bunch of build tools and automated testing, and all that pass gets deployed out to the field. But what I wanted to show is that you could integrate your previous constructed Ansible playbook into the Jenkins pipeline. So I've configured this pipeline right here, and as you could see, the build process is basically just executing my Ansible playbook that you saw before. That it's the same playbook that in the same host file, same playbook. And if you do a save and if you do a build now, I've already executed several times. So let's look at one of the execution output. You could look at the console output, and it's the same thing, right? Like you use your Ansible playbook and you make the changes, you add the ACL into both iOS v1 and iOS VR2, that you're executing this Ansible playbook. So in this short demonstration video, you saw how by taking the human element out of a task, that you could much easier integrate this into another computer toolchain. And I couldn't stress this enough that, by encapsulating your tasks into scripts, that you just free yourself from all these other boring tasks, and you could just focus on your engineering and designing and what I would consider a much more fun projects for network engineers. So in the next video, we're going to create a IP subnet calculator using Python as a standalone tool. And what we're going to stress on is the interfaces and thinking about how you would go about writing a tool, not just for yourself, but for your other teammates.